Today we're looking at a headline that has the whole sports world talking. Caitlin Clark just landed a major partnership connected to the LPGA, and the reaction has been loud across women's basketball, golf, and social media. Fans are excited, sponsors are jumping in, and some WNBA players are pushing back. We're breaking down what happened, why it matters for the WNBA, and how this could shape the next phase of women's sports marketing. Before we get to the contract, let's start at the course. Caitlin took part in an LPGA Pro-Am and was asked about her teammates out there. She smiled and said she was proud of them. She admitted it's nerve-wracking to hit a golf ball in front of a big crowd when you're a basketball player. Still, she said the event was fun, the vibes were good, and the group handled the moment. That smoke clip set the tone. It showed a lighter side of a WNBA rookie who is still getting used to doing everything in the spotlight, even away from the court. Now here's where it jumped from a cool appearance to a major headline. According to multiple reports, Caitlin Clark has signed a new sponsorship tied to the LPGA. This is not a small add-on. The buzz around it is huge. Some outlets are already calling it a multi-million-dollar agreement. Word online has floated numbers in the 6 to 8 million range over 2 years, though those figures have not been confirmed by the parties. Whether or not the exact totals are right, the meaning is clear. Caitlin Clark is now a cross-sport marketing force. The second the news hit, the internet went wild. Clips, comments, and hot takes flooded every feed. The interest in the event itself also blew up fast. At first, the Pro-Am was not even set to be on TV, but fans started emailing and messaging, asking how to watch, how to stream it, and how to get in. With that demand, the broadcast got greenlit, and the LPGA leaned in. It was everywhere online. It trended on Twitter, now called X. It ran across Instagram and TikTok. And on top of that, the LPGA did something very smart. They paired Caitlin Clark with world number 1 Nelly Korda. That move brought two audiences together. Golf fans learned more about one of the biggest names in the WNBA, and basketball fans got to know the best player on the LPGA Tour. You could see comments across social media saying things like, "Caitlin Clark has me following golf now," and "Thanks to her, I know who Nelly Korda is." That is exactly what a crossover event is supposed to do. On the broadcast, one of the analysts even pointed out how Caitlin settled in and started finding a groove mid-round. She was new to this, but she showed the same calm we see in late-game WNBA moments. That visual, a rising basketball star walking the course with the top player in women's golf, made for easy TV. It also made for a perfect pitch for sponsors. The crossover appeal is obvious. One athlete brings a massive new audience, the other is an elite champion, and both are big names in women's sports. Here's where it gets complicated. The reaction from fans was mostly positive. People like seeing athletes have success. They like cross-sport moments that feel fresh. But within the WNBA player community, not everyone was thrilled. A'ja Wilson, the Las Vegas Aces superstar and two-time league MVP, made a comment online without naming anyone. Many fans read it as a reference to Caitlin's golf round. The post basically said, "You can make money even if you miss shots." That line hit hard and went viral fast. It was short, it was pointed, and it sparked a big debate about attention and respect across women's basketball. Let's be honest about the tension. A'ja Wilson is one of the best players in the world. She's a champion, she's a finals MVP, she's the leader of the Aces, a modern dynasty in the WNBA. But right now, Caitlin Clark gets the most headlines, the most clicks, the most searches, and the biggest sponsorships. That doesn't mean A'ja isn't valued, it means Caitlin's reach is different. Brands care about reach. They look at viewership, social engagement, and merchandise sales. They ask which name brings in the most new fans. At this moment, the answer for many companies is Caitlin Clark. That gap in attention can feel tough if you're a veteran who has done everything right for years. You could see that gap on a few big days this year. Even when the Aces were rolling and the WNBA had top matchups, online discussion often shifted back to the Fever and Caitlin. Some fans were frustrated by that. Others said it's the reality of modern media. The player who draws the biggest audience drives the coverage. It's not always fair. It is how marketing works. And yes, it can create friction inside a league that wants all its stars to shine. The LPGA move takes that friction to a new place. We are not talking about a local commercial or a single social post. We are talking about a high-profile deal in another major sport. Think about the reach. Golf has sponsors with very deep pockets. It has a steady TV footprint. It has a premium event schedule. The LPGA bringing in a WNBA rookie adds a fresh twist. For the LPGA, it's a win. For Caitlin Clark, it's a big win. For the WNBA, it is both a win and a challenge. It shows just how powerful a WNBA rookie can be. It also reminds everyone that attention is not equal right now. From a brand angle, you can see why this happened. Companies like Nike love crossover athletes. They see a chance to connect apparel, shoes, equipment, and lifestyle content under one face. Caitlin moves jerseys, ticket sales, and massive views in WNBA highlights. She now brings that same pull to golf events, charity days, and crossover specials. If you are in charge of marketing, that is gold. If you are a WNBA star who has led this league for years and you're not getting the same calls, it can feel like a snub. That is the emotional side many fans picked up on when Age's post hit thousands of replies in minutes. Let's talk about the Pro-Am rollout, because fans kept saying the LPGA did in 1 week what they wish the WNBA would do all season. The LPGA listened to fans who wanted a broadcast. They promoted the event hard across all channels. They paired Caitlin Clark with the best player in their tour, Nelly Korda. They pushed highlights before, during, and after the round. Every step signaled planning, speed, and confidence. That is exactly how you build buzz. If you're a WNBA fan, you probably watched that and thought, why isn't this the norm for big regular season matchups and special events?
Some fans and media voices said this is the model the WNBA should use more often, especially when the league has access to a new mainstream star and elite established stars. Put them together in featured windows. Make the most of crossover appeal. Turn demand into easy viewing options. Serve the fan base that is asking to watch. The appetite is there. We saw it with this Pro-Am. We saw it with packed arenas this season. We saw it with spikes in WNBA ratings for nationally televised games. Now back to the money part, because that's what drives a lot of the emotion. Reports online suggested that Caitlin's LPGA-linked agreement could be worth between $6 and $8 million over 2 years. Again, those numbers have not been confirmed by the leagues or her agency, but those kinds of estimates took on a life of their own. They pushed the sense that Caitlin is now a dual-sport marketing name. They also sparked debate about fairness inside the WNBA. Players who have been in the league for years wonder why their best seasons didn't move the needle like this. Fans ask how the league can spread success more evenly. Here is the key truth. In 2024 and 2025, visibility drives opportunity. If you bring in more viewers, more clicks, and more sales, sponsors follow you everywhere. That is not a judgment on who is better at basketball. It is a simple formula that media companies and brands use. It is why some athletes are on late-night TV and others are not. It is why some names get booked for mainstream campaigns and others stay in niche ads. It is not always fair, but it is the current landscape. So what should the WNBA do with a moment like this? Use it. Use Caitlin Clark's reach to lift every team and every star, including A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces. Put Fever versus Aces on prime TV as often as the schedule allows. Mic up players for pre-game and halftime features. Pair Caitlin segments with features on A'ja's defense, Kelsey Plum's shooting, and Jackie Young's two-way game. Show the Indiana Fever building chemistry around Caitlin. Show the Aces chasing another title. Tell viewers why these groups win. The league has room for both the new face and the proven champions. Viewers will watch both if you make it easy and fun to follow. There is also talk that the LPGA wants to build on this with a charity exhibition that brings together top women from different sports. If that happens, it could be a great moment for unity. Imagine a special one-off event with Caitlin Clark, Nelly Korda, and other stars from the WNBA and LPGA teaming up to raise money. If it is planned with care, it would show how strong women's sports can be when they work together. If not, it could add stress at a time when the WNBA needs to keep focus on games and players. The goal should be clear. Keep the spotlight on the athletes and the basketball. Keep the tone positive. Use the crossover to grow both sports. A lot of the drama here plays out on social media. A'ja Wilson's post exploded with comments, and she later said she was just kidding. But by then, the internet had already taken sides. Some fans called her jealous. Others said she was just being honest. This is the cycle. Once a post lands, people pull it in every direction. The more you react, the bigger it gets. That's why you often see Caitlyn stay silent during these waves. She rarely responds to the noise. She does not jump into arguments. That calm approach is one reason brands feel safe with her. It keeps the focus on the court and the campaigns, not on feuds. None of this means A'ja is wrong to feel the way she does. She has every right to want equal attention for elite play. She has carried the Aces to the top of the league and is a face of women's basketball. Her push for respect is valid. The best path now is to turn that energy into power moves, more long-form features, more brand partnerships that line up with her values, more content that shows her training, leadership, and fun side. Fans love authenticity. They want access. They want to know the person behind the player. When stars show that, interest grows fast. For the WNBA front office, this is also a chance to reset the message, lean into the growth, put real resources behind content for every star with a major following. Give viewers easy ways to watch. Promote elite matchups across platforms. Use league channels to highlight full rosters, not just one face. You do not have to choose between Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson. You can show both in the same broadcast and the same week. That is how you turn attention into long-term viewership. For the LPGA, this is already a win. They put on a strong event. They listened to fans. They made a smart pairing with Nelly Korda. They grew interest with a single Pro-Am day that reached into a new audience. That is the playbook. Keep doing that. Bring in rising names from other sports when it makes sense. Build partnerships that feel natural. Make sure your best players, like Korda, are featured in the center of it all. For Caitlin Clark, this week shows how wide her reach is. She's a rookie with the Indiana Fever, and she just helped spike golf viewership for a day. She's on pace to set endorsement records in women's basketball. She's a leader in jersey sales and social engagement. She draws major ratings every time the Fever hit national TV. Brands want more of that. But none of it happens without the basketball. The reason casual viewers pay attention is because she is must-watch on the court. Deep threes, fast breaks, quick reads, that will always be the core. For A'ja Wilson, the path is clear too. Keep winning. Keep being the best two-way player on the floor. Keep using your platform to show personality and purpose. The Aces are a standard in the WNBA. Fans already know it. Make sure new viewers see it too. When big moments come, let the highlights do the talking. There is space for A'ja Wilson's brand to grow even more, and a lot of companies would be smart to get on board.
A quick note on fairness, because it matters. Many WNBA players have worked for years to build this league. They played when the lights were not as bright and the paychecks were smaller. They grew the game so rookies could walk into sold-out crowds and national coverage. That effort deserves respect. It also deserves investment. As the league rides the current wave, it should lift the veterans who built the base. Put their faces in national ads. Book them on major shows. Make sure fans know the full lineup of elite talent. Fans can help too. Watch the games, share highlights from across the league. Support the Indiana Fever, the Las Vegas Aces, and every team in between. It's okay to have a favorite. Just remember the league is strongest when every star gets a fair share of the stage. The more you watch, the more sponsors notice. The more sponsors notice, the more money flows to players and teams. That is how this keeps growing. So where does this go next? Expect more cross-sport moves, Expect more big numbers tied to endorsements. Expect more heated debates when posts go viral. And expect the WNBA to keep rising if it balances all of this with a steady focus on the basketball. That means putting the best games in the best windows. That means telling viewers why these players are great, not just that they are great. That means making the watch experience smooth from tip-off to post-game. One last word on tone. It's easy to turn everything into a fight online. It is harder to remember that everyone here wants the same result. Bigger crowds, better pay, more respect, more kids seeing a path in women's sports. Caitlin Clark's new LPGA deal helps with that. A'ja Wilson's push for respect helps with that. Nelly Cordes' star power helps with that. The task now is to keep it moving in the right direction. Caitlin Clark is building a wide-reaching brand that spans basketball, golf events, and major national campaigns. A'ja Wilson remains the heartbeat of a champion and a top name in women's basketball. The WNBA has both of them. The league should take full advantage. This is not a zero-sum situation. With smart planning, strong PR, and better use of prime TV windows, the WNBA can grow fast and fairly. We will keep watching how the LPGA partnership plays out, how the Indiana Fever build around their rookie, and how the Las Vegas Aces chase more banners with A'ja Wilson leading the way. We will also watch how the league guides the message, shares the spotlight, and turns all this attention into long-term growth. Women's basketball is hot right now. The job is to keep the heat on the game, not the noise. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did the LPGA handle this crossover the right way? How should the WNBA balance the spotlight between a rising rookie and a proven MVP? And what matchups do you want to see in prime time next? Keep it locked here for more WNBA news, Indiana Fever updates, Las Vegas Aces coverage, and everything happening across women's basketball.